Hello and welcome to this virtual tour of eEnglish. Here on the welcome page, you can access all of the different materials that are included in eEnglish. As you use the program, I encourage you to use the guide to help you. You can navigate using the arrows, left and right. You can also use the Go button, and when you're finished, you can close it. The first thing you need to do is log into your account. Once you log in, you need to activate your microphone. So go to the microphone icon in the upper right-hand corner and click on it. Here you will allow, click again, and you can click and hold to test your levels. Now you can see it's not moving very much, so let's increase my microphone level. Let's test it again. That's better. Next on the list is the speech test. This test allows you to highlight your pronunciation strengths and weaknesses. After taking this exclusive test, you will be able to focus on the sounds that you need to practice the most, saving you time and energy. When taking the test, make sure that you are in a quiet environment, as background noise will affect your results. Before you take the test, read the directions here on the left, and then click Start New Test. All you need to do is record each sentence. She lists all of the facts until you finish all 52 sentences. Once you are finished the test, you can view your results in your account. Just click on Speech Test Results. Here you can see the latest results of the speech test. It tells you when you took the test and what your percentage is. Marked with red is the most difficult sounds for me, and yellow is a sound that needs improvement. If you hold your mouse over the sound, you'll be able to hear it.
Ear.
Now that you know where your problem areas are, let's get started. Let's start with pronunciation power number 1. In pronunciation power 1, under the Lessons tab, you can use the side and front view to help you improve your pronunciation of each sound. Use the side view in order to see how the sound is said. Use the front view to see what your mouth will look like from the outside when you say this sound. Once you have done the lessons, you can move on to the exercises. In pronunciation power number 1, there are 7 different exercises. As you can see here, these are just sample words, and you can click and listen to them.
At. And.
Then we move on to comparative words. Here you can hear the difference between the two words.
Mat. Meat.
You can also test your pronunciation by recording yourself as well. Mat. Meat. And you can listen to yourself. Mat, meat. And you can also save it into your account. The next exercise is listening discrimination A. Listen to the sound that you are studying. Click on a play button to hear 2 words. If they both have the sound, click yes. And if they do not, click no. We are listening to this sound, ah.
At. Exit.
Correct. Listening discrimination B is a similar exercise. Choose which of the highlighted words is being said in the audio.
Have you seen the pan?
The next exercise is excellent for listening to emphasis. Pay special attention to how words sound when they link to each other. Notice how words are linked together with this little symbol.
She is eating an apple.
And the last exercises are sample sentences.
I'm sad. I can run fast.
And more sample sentences.
My back hurts.
Also remember that it is possible to change the instruction language into your native language. So for example, if you speak Spanish, you can change everything into Spanish. Another useful feature of changing the language into your native language is when you want to get the definition of a word. So for example, in pronunciation power number 1, in the sample word exercise, you can click on a word
Easy.
and the dictionary pop-up will appear. Here you can see the word, you can see it in your native language, and you can also look at an image to help explain or understand the meaning of the word. Let's move on to pronunciation power 2, which has exercises that use more advanced vocabulary. Before we look at the exercises, I'd like to show you a second way that you can study the sounds. First, you can use the side and front view, but also you can use the speech analysis. This is a visual tool that will show you how your sounds should look. Here's the sound.
E.
Now record it. E. Now you can see what the sound looks like. Notice how they're a little bit different? So this shows you how you can improve and make the sounds look the same. Now, with the exercises, pronunciation power 2 has 5 exercises. They are similar to pronunciation power 1, but there is a difference with the stare. Before you begin the exercise, be sure to read the stare manual, which can be accessed by clicking here. It's a PDF document that you can download and save to your computer. This 41-page document explains all of the theory behind the stare exercise and will help you get the most from this exercise. Here you can see a strong stress and a weak stress, and you can listen to it.
She's a teacher.
Now let's move on to pronunciation power idioms. When you select Pronunciation Power Idioms in the menu, a pop-up window will appear. Start with the lessons to familiarize yourself with the idioms. Use the illustrations, text, and audio to help you learn each idiom.
Please warn me in advance that you're coming over so that I can clean my house.
Through the use of 3 different exercises, you can teach yourself and practice these useful idioms until they become a part of your daily speech. In exercise A, you replace the underlined expression with one of the idioms provided. In exercise B, you choose the meaning of the underlined idiom from the option below. In exercise C, you simply select the idiom to complete the sentence. 10 quizzes will help you determine if you have fully learnt the idioms. Next is the 8-in-1 dictionary. In the 8-in-1 dictionary, you can search for the exact word you are looking for, what the word contains, what it starts with, or what it ends with. Let's look at an example. Imagine that you have trouble pronouncing words that end with R. Just select ends with and enter R, and you will see a list of words that end with R. You can also change this to starts with to practice words that start with that letter. Also notice when you click on a word that is a verb,
Race.
you can see and practice each of the different conjugations for that verb.
Races. Racing. Raced. Race.
You can also organize the words alphabetically and even by sound. Why sound? If you're having difficulty pronouncing a particular sound, just search for words that use that sound in order to practice them.
E.
You can also filter your searches for nouns, verbs, and the remaining words excluding nouns and verbs, and the final filter is by theme. You can focus your studies on animals, fruit, health, or any of the 39 available themes. On the right, you will see a photo or image illustrating the word.
beaver,
You can also listen to the word and how it is pronounced.
beaver,
Practice saying the word. Beaver, beaver. And you can see what kind of word it is, in this case a noun, and similar words are listed below. And you are also provided with an example to see the word used in context. A beaver is a kind of animal that lives on land and in water. Now let's look at beginner grammar with color key. Here you will learn and practice 20 grammar points that will help you achieve basic communication in English. On the left, you can see the manual and other options. Before you begin, do the pre-test to see how your grammar is currently. Then work your way through each grammar lesson and exercise. So you have the lesson and then the exercise. So here we have 3 lessons and 3 exercises. Then you can move on to the next grammar point, pronouns. When finished, you can do the post-test to test your grammar again and see how you have improved. Also, be sure to look at the word list. This is a useful tool because you can click on different categories, and then each vocabulary word has its own explanation with a photo. Now let's work on vocabulary. Just go to the main menu and click on Vocabulary Builder. Before you begin, read the instructions to understand the exercise. What you will do is record yourself saying some of these words. Right now, you can see more recordings are needed before they can suggest what sounds to practice. So, let's get recording.
make,
Make. Done. Scar. Into. Just record different words until a list of suggested sounds to practice is shown on the right. This is another way to focus your studies on what you need to improve. Finally, let's look at the phonics game. By listening to words and identifying the phonetic sounds, you will uncover an image on the grid. It is a great way to test your ability to identify phonetic sounds. To start, click New Game. You can see the sounds at the top of each column. To hear the sound, just click
or, I, oi,
To listen to the word again, click the word.
millionth, intestine, ice, 24th, board, employ, boil.
Now that you have been working with all the programs, you might want to know how you are doing. So, just go back to the main menu and select My Account. Here you can review your usage information, your speech test results, and your guide achievements. Many people do not realize that there is an achievement certificate found under the Guide Achievements tab. Just scroll to the bottom and click Achievement Certificate. You can print the certificate and post it on your wall to motivate you or your students. If you would like to change your account settings, you can do so here. You can change your name and your email address, and you can also change your password. When you are ready to log out, just click Log Out. I hope that you have enjoyed this video tour of eEnglish and now have a better understanding on how to use all of the different modules. Have fun and discover how eEnglish can dramatically improve your English today.